Greetings, I'm Lance.
And I am Scandal.
And let's play a game together. All right, I can't remember if this is exactly the screen we were on or not, but I know that we were in this conversation.
I like you, right? But I like you, Small. I hope you can find some way to forgive me.
Right? Okay. And then, yeah, so this was like one dialogue option after the last one, so we skipped through one. All right, give him a second chance or think it over. I wonder what give him a second chance, like, is it just friendly? Because that really should just be like a friend thing.
No.
I know, but...
Oh my god.
I mean...
We're playing a dating game. What do you want to do? Not date people?
I want to date people that are my friend first.
But also I had problems with him anyway of just being like, I'm a little traumatized. Your parents really did just assault me.
Uh-huh.
They kidnapped me, threw me in the back of a limo, and you're like, no, but I wubba you.
Well, and he can't apologize for his parents. You cannot take responsibility for your parents.
However, we also still don't know him. There's
true.
a level of going like, these are also the people that raised you, so there is some level. So for me, I'm going like, where people are like, you are not your family, but the thing is you still carry on some of their behaviors. Like, that's the thing of, unless you do a serious amount of active, like, work with yourself, most people you'll be like, oh, they're all related.
I know. You can tell that in people sometimes, or if they just spend a lot of time together. I should say, in this case, though, like, he's been away from his parents for years. He probably couldn't have known that they would come and kidnap you, even if that's something they do to other people in the past.
It's been years. Dragons have a very short lifespan.
I thought he left years ago. Did they say he ran away 2 months?
Easy. Oh my god, you cannot take me.
I can't. I'm not good at reading facial cues. All right. I want to see what happens if we give him a second chance. Like, I know
what's gonna happen.
We're gonna kiss him?
We're gonna I feel like I want to be close to you. I like you. We might not kiss him, but we're definitely gonna get personal with this guy. So go ahead if you want to do it.
This is me being not informed enough as a player to know what I would want to choose. And so I'm going to choose it so I can be more informed as a player, so that I can then predict, hopefully, more what other choices would be like. Because games should teach you as they go along, and if it teaches me what this choice is like, then I can know more what I would choose in the future.
The thing is though, contextually, what bothers me is this is supposed to be like Dylan's previous choice, right? So we asked him for his help with the fact that we burned ourselves and we didn't use a sink. We just used a water dragon, right? And so what we've done, though, this is the next 3 options. So what's going to happen next is, so we've run through Dylan today, we're going to run into Rye now, and then we'll eventually run into Phoenix. So you've got your 3 chances, again, to continually spend premium currency on them.
Each of the different 3 dragons.
Yep, over and over and over again.
Well, we haven't been burned by any of the choices yet.
Are you sure?
I didn't think so. Oh, burned. Ha. Oh my god. All right, well, none of the previous choices actually blew up our oven. All right, I'm gonna give it a try.
All right.
I'm gonna see what happens so I, as a player, can learn. Rye, you're a talented writer. Hey, wait, oh my god. We don't even know each other. How is he a wonderful friend?
I told you. I told you.
But you're not a wonderful friend. We just met you 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and we've barely seen you in that time. That doesn't make you a friend yet by my standards. Especially not a wonderful friend. Even if I'm like, hey, let's call each other friends because we don't know each other. You're definitely not a wonderful friend. We don't have enough history for it to be wonderful.
So far, you have been an okay, wonderful friend.
You have been okay at moving towards what could be a wonderful friend. A wonderful friend. For the very short time I've known you, everything's been fine, except for the one giant lie you told me. But honestly, if I were from a different plane of existence, I might lie about it too if I was meeting people.
I mean, also, it's not necessarily super required.
In the same way that, like, if my parents were Nazis, I might not want to tell everyone, even if that's not who I am at all.
Right?
Because that might immediately put a bunch of judgments on me.
However, the thing is that has more cultural context than I'm a dragon!
However, he might think that there's an amount of cultural context. He might not know how much context we would have at all. Or his exposure here has let him know more and more that you don't say that.
He sounded like he was super surprised. Basically being like, oh, you're the one with the thing. And then like going, oh, this, I'm like, I don't know. I don't think that they're that thought out in regards to what happened here. So
wait! When did he become our dragon advisor? Since when? I mean, he has said he knows a lot about dragon mythology, and we've asked, that's true.
One thing, maybe.
And maybe we're being playful. And you're my all-important dragon advisor. What I'm saying is, I know who you are, but I'm not sure you do.
What do you mean?
Why were you so afraid of admitting your heritage?
because being a dragon doesn't define me. However, it is an aspect of who you are, and in order to completely understand and gather together the picture of that person, sometimes it's a really interesting thing to know, and it actually helps the other person respect you and be able to interact with you better.
It can help you get to know each other, and even
rather
if you
than
understand,
just you identify as boy.
like understanding your background, even if again you don't identify with the background, it helps understand how your values and beliefs came to be what they are.
Right.
Like because you were pushed towards or away something, or you know pain associated with that thing, or whatever it is.
It also allows for a greater, more personal relationship. If you're sitting there going, I am an edgelord and I won't tell you jack squat about myself, then of course you're never going to get any closer or any more intimate.
Right.
You won't share any information. You literally become just like everyone else because you just said, I am the boy, and the only thing we have is the boy, and whatever way we interpret what boy looks like. Now, if you go, I am a boy or a man who identifies in this way, and these are the things that I think about and care about, then you become more of an individual rather than just going, I am the mass.
That statement, I just want boys to like me. All boys in all ways, of all statuses, from all backgrounds, with all belief systems.
Girls won't have me. What girls? What
all girls in all of existence, or all girls by your personal standard of what a valuable girl looks like and has an overture you can recognize.
Gender fluid people just don't get me.
God, I just want to be attractive to gender fluid people. Going, what? You turned them all into one gelatinous blob. All of them are one creature. What are you? We are the hive mind of girls.
God, this mass, we are girl.
No, you have all the girls everywhere, all over the place, but they're all Borg.
Right?
We are the girls. Every girl you meet, hello, I am one of girl. Do that girl like you? No, we do not like you.
And all girl ever never like you.
No.
You are correct.
Nope, no girl ever until a girl. When a girl like you, all girl like you. Okay, so
where I come from, I can't hit buttons. It's a messed up world with messed up ways of doing things. What?
he has strong opinions about the cultural ideas that he was raised with, and while he was one of the people who, in his time, thought, you know what, I could be a young idealistic person and fight against this. I'm Ellen, who was to change the government. But you know what? I couldn't do it, so I ran away.
No, I couldn't do it, so I just sort of ended up remaking the same system and gave power right back to the same people, and then went, oh, woe is everyone else. I guess I'm gonna have to become a tyrant.
You mean
Boo.
monarchies don't work very well?
You
Weird.
mean that most people know only how to operate under a monarchy because of the way our society has been constructed, so we have no education? Yay!
So is the human world.
Yes, but you have freedom here. What?
I don't know what that
I don't know
means.
what the hell you're talking about.
You might have a lot of freedoms there that you're unaware of that we don't have here. This is contrast. You might have money won't make you happy, and I go, yeah, but if our bills are paid, I can stop thinking about it, and which makes me happier.
Right?
Okay.
Overall, contributions of so I don't have to think about this thing, so I can actually address deeper and more complicated problems rather than, oh my God, can I get food today?
Will money solve my, personal self-worth? Not necessarily. However,
well, I know plenty of billionaires who don't have any self-worth.
I would say, however, it will help me with my basic needs and allow me to potentially explore my fullest potential. And if I still can't figure out who I am, it can afford me things like therapy.
God.
Which might actually help me be happier. Oh.
The freedom to decide who you want to be and how to live your life, because what I'm saying is I just don't want to be a privileged prince.
What I'm saying is, Small, I don't want to marry you. I want freedom to choose.
It also could be a thing, too, of being like, dude, how the hell did you even then get set up here? You're going, I want to run away from that life. But then as far as I can tell as a reader, my thing would be going, so how the fuck did you even figure out your life in the human world? You would have had to have money and resources and access to the human world in order to even establish yourself. I don't know what job you think you have, Rye, that is just like, I have this thing and I just don't want any of it. I'm like, what? Right. There's no way you could have completely shifted cultures and then just been like, I am amazing and successful, and look at my clothes and how well coordinated I am. I probably have a place that I live in and I have food every night. Like, do you know how many people try to do that and that's not their life at all?
And they don't get to have those things in any way?
That's a
Humans
privilege.
have freedom to be poor. Okay, so the lottery of if you live in a capitalist society, you could become anything. And going, it is more worthwhile for people in general to have the potential loot box of their life be maybe opened up to something good than to have everyone start out on better footing overall.
Which is so...
Let's have 100 million people all have sucky lives so that maybe they have a chance of winning the social lottery.
But the thing is, there's only a few of them, because we can't have that many, because otherwise then nobody else will have any hope or any goals to aim towards.
That doesn't have anything to do with it. It's so that they all have a chance. Because the only thing you care about is the experience of having a chance. The feeling of having a chance. The feeling that your invention might be the next big thing. That your tiny little startup might be the next big thing. The feeling that your kid might be the next big pop star. And if that happens, you won.
You know, except for the fact that it sounds a lot to me like Sun Tzu's Art of War. So there was one of the principles that he talked about of going like, if you're ever going to be attacking people, the thing is actually keep them constantly in a state of hope. Because if they ever lose their complete hope, they will turn around and murder you.
Because they know they're gonna die.
Because they know they have nothing left to lose, which is exactly what I feel like, unfortunately, this is what our system has done. Of going like, you have any possibility, any chance, you have hope. Because if you have no hope at all, you'll go kill people.
You'll go assassinate
You'll
people.
actually go fight back and go, I have none at all.
And most importantly?
And most importantly, the freedom to be with who you want. Except...
So you are telling us that you don't want to marry us.
Okay, cool. So you want to be with Phoenix?
I am for that. Or maybe you don't like Phoenix. Did you miss that night with Grandpa and you really want to date an older Dragon Slayer? You really
might.
are. More experienced like Dragon Slayer?
That is your thing.
Right? Reaches out and gets hold of my hand somehow. Or he just
And then
leans,
I somehow...
Okay, my hand by the side of me. He leans down into the side, over by my hip, and kisses my hand. I stare at him like, what
the hell are you doing?
Why? That's wild. Rai gently kisses the back of my hand. I stare down at him as he stands up again. And then I stare up at him.
As he stares down again.
As he stares down at me.
We stare up again.
And then he's making it really hard to stay angry at him based on how strangely charming that super weird behavior was.
Except that why that's the only thing that changes my mind in this situation is beyond me.
Beyond me.
Walk with me, Small. I need to tell you about Jesus Christ, our Lord.
I need to show you more visible about, I'm sorry, the Dragon Lord, our Savior.
Do you believe in the Dragon Lord, our Savior?
We have a wonderful book about the history of the Dragon Lord. Oh, the sky. It's getting darker by the minute. Where did all these clouds come from? Look!
He's gonna use his stupid powers!
He's gonna use his powers!
So he's actually a rain dragon.
But if you can control the clouds, you're not the thunder dragon!
Somewhere, Dylan. Excuse me! Excuse me!
On the other hand...
Phoenix also going, hey, bitch, what even?
What even? Okay, so I'm really just gonna be like, okay, I feel like Thunder Dragon is just a mistranslation, and he's more like Storm as a weather dragon.
Right.
Which gives him not necessarily water powers over stationary water, but water diffused into the air.
Right.
And then the static and electricity and such controlling it as well as wind.
Yeah, because this doesn't...
Because otherwise you cannot gather clouds. You need control of wind and water condensation as well as the static electricity. You need, to produce the wind, you might need control over heat and cold, depending on how you create the wind. Whether it's momentum from nothing or whether you bring a cold front into a hot front and create wind like that and then control it. Damn.
Weather is complicated. How about that?
It's beautiful.
Sorry, this happens when I get very emotional.
It's
kind of like a fart, except it's a little bit,
This is that
more
boner
dangerous.
experience, right? That I was talking about.
No reason boner. Da-da-da-da-da. No reason boner.
Oh, just then, a spark of lightning shoots down, dancing all around us. You mean like a branch of a spark? Is this like ball lightning?
Oh God, ball lightning is so rare. People are like, we swear to God, in some ways it's made up, but other people are like, oh my God.
We have captured it, we have seen it, we know it exists. It is so freaking weird.
And we don't even know why it exists.
So this spark, actual little ball of ball lightning, a spark appears.
Right.
And then dances all around us.
And we're like, ooh.
Whoa. Rai? I cling to Rai tightly. Pep! Ah! Oh, sorry. Him, eyes go super wide.
Yeah, except for the fact that he's got seeking comfort in his arms. What I did is try to glitch through his arms.
Okay, all right. No, so what I did was that thing where you immediately jump up on someone koala style, and then you scootle towards the front and put their arms around you, pep, pep, because you're so scared. Like that little bap, you're instantly on them. And then you do that little casual, like, now we'll lift one arm and put it on, and lift the other arm and put it on, because I'm so scared that even that, I needed that amount of comfort.
All right, we're good.
We're good.
Aye.
Him, whoa.
I'll just be here and be Lurch. It's fine.
Seeking comfort in his arms.
It's okay.
I have never seen little sparks of lightning floating around me. I'm a little like, whoa, dude. Also, this is so pitch black. The lights in the city went out. Can you control electricity too? Like just straight out? All of it? Damn.
What? It won't hurt you. It's just a boner. I did learn some control.
I can calm myself down a little bit.
If I just think about like cold showers,
And cleaning toilets.
cleaning toilets,
And my parents lecturing me on my birthright.
rotting trash, birthright discussions.
It's harder, though.
My economic privilege.
It's a little harder though when you're clinging to me like a koala.
It's just a little bit harder.
Little
I
bit.
gotta tell you, honey, I don't know what I'm doing.
As Rye holds me close, staring at me, going, how did you end up clinging to me so fast? You have moves like lightning. Like lightning. The storm eventually dies down. He really is a dragon prince. And by that I mean...
I've never been around a spontaneous weather experience at all. I'm like...
And by that I mean, I assume that this is actually connected to him, and not like, Columbus going, the eclipse! I am a magician!
It's true.
Look,
oh God.
Since you don't have the same, astrological knowledge that we do, I'll prove that I'm magic by telling you the sun will go black. And everyone goes, oh crap, if you can do that, what else can you do?
I love actually
leaves
how
of the trees, the shadows of the trees will turn into crescent shapes.
Right?
Wow!
Honestly though, I love actually stories about that, and you got other cultures just being like, you are such a dumbass. We've known about this for years.
I know, other people are like, yes, this magical astrological phenomenon. They're like, no, we know what comets are. We know what the moon does. We know what seasons
We
are.
know that there's a curve with the fact that the earth is round.
You're fine, dude.
You're okay.
Like, no, but it's magic. Look, just stop condescending and maybe we can work together, okay?
Maybe. Either that or I'm going to take this club and shove it in your face. How about that?
But he's also Rye.
He's also thunder.
Whoever that is. Also, Rye, spelled slightly differently. He is the bread. He smells amazing.
He is delicious.
Nom, 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 nom.
I'm going, no!
You just smell like
ticklish!
every time you smell like food. Nom, nom, nom. You're sniffing all over me. He's like, tickles.
Scream!
All right.
Projects, yeets himself in the air.
Yes.
Oh, look, the storm dragon. It can fly.
Woo!
Hawoo!
The sweet, wonderful guy I've always admired since a day and a half ago, or that I assumed he was based on my parasocial bond formed with him from reading all his works.
Wow.
And also reading his comments and how he handles people in the comment section. What I've never talked about on screen that you, the player, should know is that I've been reading the way he talks to all the people who comment on his stuff, and he's really a nice person. And part of what I've liked is even when people come in with inflammatory and criticism, inflammatory comments and criticism, he's just really thoughtful and present when he answers things. He doesn't just blow up, and that's what I like about him.
It's great. Are you okay?
Sorry, I was just thinking about everything I know about you based on, the boards on Prodigy, and that's all.
Okay, I can't feel my legs anymore.
Oh, hang on, let me let go of you and stand up again, sorry. I gently puts feet down on the ground. Scoots away from him. Hi, it's okay. Hi.
I can't feel that.
Yeah, do you need like a foot massage or something? We should just keep walking, maybe get the feeling back in your legs.
Yeah, I've calmed down now. This is if I'd like to call that calming down. We'll find out. Sorry if I scared you. Come on. That's enough thunder and lightning for one day, huh?
Also, maybe like the pitch blackness could maybe stop?
Could like
a little bit?
Fade a bit.
Like any kind of a background here would have been kind of cool. Like even just like dark clouds or whatever.
Just an eensy beensy teeny weeny yellow polka dot badini.
And suddenly it's the middle of the day. Hi. Wow! I feel like that is going to be on the national news. How dark our city got in the middle of the day to absolute utter blackness.
Or at least the afternoon. Anyway, it got super dark. Everything dropped out except for the fact that they did also say that there were stars. So I don't know what time this is supposed to be. And we're also in the middle of a town, so what you have is light pollution going on. How the fudge? Are
He
you supposed-
turned off the sun so hard that you could see the stars, and then brought clouds in.
And then the rest of the city?
He can control light fields as part of his power.
And the rest of the city.
And the rest of the city doesn't matter because remember he can control electricity, so he turned off everything that would have turned on based on the darkness.
So immediately there are like lots of ambulance services going out because a lot of people just got involved in some really horrific accidents.
Additionally, yeah, I mean maybe car lights worked, but yes, there was a lot of accidents real damn fast. Also, if he didn't turn off like all the electricity and only like the light electricity, you've got people in hospitals who are going to be in trouble too.
So who now feels like there's a conflict of interest in regards to this romance of going, let's not make you mad, let's marry you so you don't blow things up.
Or so you don't shut down the entire world. You are a giant EMP field if you want to be.
Holy shit, so he's an EMP dragon?
Hey. He's got electrical control and weather control and magnetic field control.
And plasma?
Oh god. Yeah, that's a lot. Thunder dragons. We just call it thunder because we figure that's good enough. Oh my god! That's good enough!
Dylan and Phoenix, we gotta sit over here. It's fine.
You know what? Our names make more sense. I don't care if we're relatively puny compared to him or less applicable in 900,000 circumstances. You at least know what we are by our names, huh? Alright, so there.
Dylan, we haven't won a single war with them for like
Ever.
We actually don't go to war with them. They just kind of exist. They are the monolith that we do not touch. We just sort of go, there it is.
What we're really
Fascinating.
hoping is that you just won't marry
You and your nipples.
him. Because if you do marry him, they will just own all of us.
Everything.
The reason they don't take over everything is either because they're bored and distracted, or because one of us is married to, the Dragon Slayer, and thereby they have to, maintain peace. And we just go, we'll put the Dragon Slayer in whatever other country you want to attack, so you can't do it.
And they're all like, why do we listen to you again about the Dragon Slayer being a thing to stop it?
Oh, because we made that, because you know what? Because Morton, 9,000 years ago, made that treaty with the humans, and we can't undo his damn law.
Yeah, because he was super into that one technique they were able to do with their face.
Yeah! He's like, this one thing that humans can do, we must preserve them forever. It's perfect. For the rest of eternity. I'm going to ironclad this with 900,000 immortal lawyers. You will never change this treaty.
Ever.
The humans might, but you will not.
The humans are welcome to, but damn, please don't.
Your parents want you to come home, right? And stop making our entire city go black. I really do expect to see this on the national news tonight. And
we're all gonna die.
There's a lot of sirens now, dude. Also, I did still miss my shift at work. And since I just had a blackout everywhere in the city, I don't feel like I should go anymore because there's probably chaos out there. But
I still feel responsible.
That was definitely a moment with you. It really was. We had a moment there.
Let's call it a moment. My God, if we really don't like you, you could kill us all.
However, as a Dragon Slayer, I must ask again, how do we kill you guys? Is it really like just a touch thing? Is it like we speak a certain word?
You were just on top of me. What do you think?
No, but like an intentional kind of touch thing.
I'm not going to answer that because I feel like that would be way too complicated of an answer. So, of course they do.
Yep, they totally have a special way of killing us. You better ask your grandpa.
Ask your grandpa.
Yeah, so when you marry one of them, make sure you don't ever do this thing or they'll die instantly.
So is this sort of like the thing out of Mass Effect where the character, like I think it's Mordin who talks to you going like, so by the way, never do this particular act because,
that'll be it.
Because burning and death and you will really hate it?
Yeah, because you will hate it so bad it will be a bad time for you.
We'll see you back in here with very questionable burns in areas you probably don't want to think about.
Yeah.
Yay! Garrus will be forever like, why did we do that to begin with?
We didn't listen to the warning. It was a well put together warning, and we just went, it's great. I live dangerously and stupidly.
Yay! YOLO!
Yes! Oh my god!
Of course they do!
They would!
It's high noon! I'm their only heir! Because Mom and Dad really hate the shit out of each other, actually.
You know what? They could really like each other and have fertility issues that you don't know about, and that's part of the stress of their relationship. You may be being insensitive to your parents. You've also been gone a while, sir.
Why'd you call me out like this? Just because I hate my parents.
You know what? I'm sorry, but I have a complicated relationship with my parents being gone all the time, and Grandpa always tells me to give them the benefit of the doubt because they're trying to keep their priorities straight, even if they're not doing a very good job about it, because they're doing what they know how to do, and maybe your parents are too, and that's all I'm saying, okay?
I don't fight me.
Do you think they'll make you try to,
They'll make you try to,
Try to, marry me? I knew where she was going.
I'm glad, because that's not what I thought. I'm like, unfortunately,
try to, produce
kidnap me?
another heir
Immediately.
Just like Phoenix and Dylan, they're also trying to make Phoenix and Dylan marry me. Crap, why are they trying to make all three of you marry me?
They're like, we're very invested.
If you marry all three of them, the kingdoms will finally be united in one final, generation. And once we've done that, and you've produced a child with each of the three, kingdoms, then we never have to have this treaty ever again, because all of us
then we can
will
be
have
done.
Dragon Slayer blood in us, and then no one will ever have to sacrifice their lives the way they have done and you have done ever again. Ta-da!
Quick question: would you do it?
And you're going, so I have to have 3 babies, and there's no determined gender of what I have to have, so that's okay. And it has to be one by each of them.
Yep.
And that would, save anyone from ever having to sacrifice themselves in this way ever.
Yep.
I feel like that would be a reasonable choice, honestly, while that might not be my favorite thing. Now, if childbearing is really painful and very dangerous for me, because I'm not particularly good at making babies, I reserve the right to change my mind.
We can talk about that later.
And then everyone's like, you need to jockey to be the dragon who produces the first heir. She might not produce another one. Oh my God. Can you imagine a dating game, but it's not like get to know them. It's like you already have 3 husbands, and it's all of them under social pressure to produce the first heir with you. So they're all like, hi, honey, all the time. Do we have sex?
And you're like, at least they're honest.
And you're trying to balance this enthusiasm of we just need to suddenly have a baby with you with can we just actually build more relationships with each other? And look, I appreciate there's all this pressure from the previous generations, but royal duties, and we need to all pay attention to them too.
And they're like,
Can you imagine navigating this where they're all trying to do what they're supposed to do and also just be like, I need to get you pregnant first.
me.
And even if they're like, I don't really want to do this, but I feel like I need to do this, but that would be hilarious. Right as a cute little blush, to my surprise.
He's the one who's blushed the most.
Mm-hmm. And he also disappeared. Poof.
Probably.
Why isn't he here?
Whichever kingdom you marry into would become stronger. We are not going to answer questions as to why, so don't ask.
I was gonna say, I'm like, he's suddenly standing beside us instead of in front of us.
Right.
While we're both just staring at the front door.
You and your dragon prince become a power couple, I think is what they call it. Not in the actor sense, in Hollywood kind of thing, but just like a power...
Social power couple.
A social power couple. Yeah, I don't really know why.
So, could I maybe just meet some of the previous power couples? I think that would really help me out.
I cannot believe they decided to use power couple as the terminology. My brain's like, and suddenly this became entertainment.
It's fine.
And you're like, my God, are we going to have Vogue magazine?
And he's like, you know how I learned a lot of your culture so quickly? I got online and I read all the tabloids. It was great.
I became the person out of the Fifth Element, but with less forced experience that doesn't equal love, because that wasn't consensual at all, and she was crying and having a hard time, and him going, here, I'll show you what love is by kissing you.
But I am an object that is designed to perform one function. I am not an autonomous person, and yet I would like to be with you forever.
For some reason. All right, it's fine.
But you're perfect, even without any sense of personal autonomy and only one function as an object. All right. That's cool.
Let's not think about such things now, all right?
Yeah.
Because then otherwise we'd be here for a while. We'd actually have to explain the story in the kind of not complete world building here, and we'd have to talk about politics and everything else, and nobody wants that. They just want more really culturally insensitive, let's go throw half-naked women at Dylan experiences. I heard about that. Dylan's still a little traumatized. He's a little upset.
Alrighty, so, after sending me home. We're at my home, and then he sends me home. He's standing there beside me going, all right, gone inside.
All right, goodbye.
After sending me home, we say goodbye to each other. So he sends me home, and then I yell at him from the door, bye, Rye!
And he's like, oh, bye.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I already sent you home. I'm like, that sounds so awkward.
That really does.
We are at your house. I'm going to send you home. It's fine.
We're at your house. I'm going to send you home, and then I will say goodbye. Wait, what?
From the way he walks, he looks sadder than I've ever seen him. Of the very few times I've seen him, which might be a grand total of 6 now, since he leaves and comes back more than everyone else.
Why does he sound sad? Why does he look sad?
Maybe because he's overwhelmed by the fact that his parents kidnapped you and that they're here in the human world.
I mean, he sounded like he was super on board of being like, no, this thing, it would be really great. And then also, what is it? Oh, it probably is a discussion, the tiny minor discussion of going, yeah, whoever you choose to marry, you'll become a power couple with him. And I wanted you to to be my power couple partner.
Except for I don't want that. I'm just sad that you, the person I'm attracted to, is actually the person that is the Dragon Slayer. Because I was trying to buck destiny and then it just came and tore its clothes off. The mob tore its clothes off in my face.
Which also, though, causes kind of a weird thing of going, like, you couldn't be a power couple if you decided never to go back. So what, are you saying, Rai, that you would go back even though you're trying to basically run? Like, this goes completely contradictory. Like, we could not marry him for that reason. He's like, I've basically abdicated.
Yeah.
Like, and going, you can't marry him and you can't go back. Your parents might try to get you back, but the thing would be like, you didn't want to go back. So if I'm right, he would never go back. So you would end up causing a war anyway
If you
because
decide to marry him.
he's not a dragon prince anymore.
Right.
He's like, but I am.
Yeah. All right. So.
All right, well, fine. This has been Scandal.
And I have been Lies.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!